What's going on, everybody, man? I want to welcome y'all back to Pure Quality K9, man. See, back out here again, like always, man, with the dogs. But I want to give y'all a little video of something, man. I'm out here with the dogs, about to give them, about to feed them real quick. So y'all see right here, man, I pretty much got a bucket of leg quarters, man, a whole bunch of chicken legs. So peep, y'all, man, I had to get up early this morning, go to work, man. And usually I feed them in the morning, but I was running a little late and didn't feed them this morning. I don't ever like look at a bag of dog food and he weighs this much, give him 4 cups. Really, man, when I got a dog from a baby, I start feeding them, and then pretty much I kind of watch their feeding habits, because with a lot of dogs, man, I don't care the sizes, the breed, a lot of them gonna eat differently. One thing about like Lucky right here, Layla, they greedy. They gonna eat anything. Hey, chill out, boy. Scoop, on the other hand, he's more chill. And then at the same time, too, he's more picky. At the same time, right, I can be in the kitchen feeding them. Hey, chill out. I can be in the kitchen feeding them, and let's say I got them some kibble, and they sitting there eating kibble. If I leave out that kitchen to go into the room, Scoop more often, he'll follow me, to see what I'm doing. Where the other ones, they gonna stay behind. They gonna keep getting their eat on. Hey, chill out. They gonna keep getting their eat on. Like I say, y'all see them now, man. They greedy. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold them too much longer, but like I say, I just wanted y'all to see this right here, a little feeding I might do, and then later on tonight I might give them a little kibble, man, if they act like they still hungry. But this ought to fill them up good. But the crazy thing about this, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Here maybe about last 6-7 years, I never gave my dogs raw before, and I'm gonna tell y'all something about that why I didn't. And y'all might have the same reason too. A lot of times growing up, man, you hear a lot of things. You know what I mean, from your elders. They tell you this, that, and the other. You know what I mean. And that becomes a belief, even if it's not true or not. And growing up, I was always told that if you give a dog raw meat, he'll make them crazy. I was told if you give a dog raw meat, they'll get the taste for blood, and they'll be more inclined to attack humans. You know what I mean? I was really told that, and for the longest, I kind of believed that. And I, growing up, you eating something, you give dog, a piece of your hot dog, hamburger, or something like that, but fully giving a dog raw meat, I'll say until like the last 5-6 years, I ain't never messed with it. And then the only reason I eventually started too is, getting on the internet, educating yourself, and then, hearing about studies about the barf diet. You know what I mean? Where there's actually been studies already showing, that a raw diet for dogs is actually better for them, you know what I mean? Because, a dog is pretty much kin to a wolf. You know what I mean? So pretty much their eating habits is almost the same, man. And that's pretty much kind of how I take my dogs. They're my dogs, they're family at the same time too. But I always remember that these dogs are, keep in mind that these dogs are wild animals. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's where they came from. That's their nature, and without us, that's what they'll go back to. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I do kind of feed my dogs a lot of raw. Because like I say, if y'all see right here, they enjoy it. And kibble, it's a cheaper brand, it's a cheaper form of food, and a lot of us gotta feed our dogs that. I'm one person who do, but at the end of the day, it's still a processed food, so it's never gonna be as good as raw. And this ain't the only type of raw I give my dogs. Sometimes I might do a raw beef, and I might mix vegetables in there, sweet potatoes, things like broccoli, and different meats and bones, you know what I mean, or more, I guess you would call it a more traditional real barf diet, you know what I mean, where pretty much they're getting all the essentials in it, you know what I mean. This right here, this will fill them up. At the end of the day, is just straight raw meat. It's only so many proteins and vitamins and minerals they're getting out of, chicken bones and chicken feet. You know what I mean? So you got to mix it up. So like I say, that's why later on tonight, I might go ahead and hit them with a little bit of kibble, you know what I mean? Make some of that golden that golden seal off in there. You know what I mean? Just so I'm knowing they're getting their vitamins and minerals, things they need during the day. But like I say, this is just one thing, one way I feed my dogs. You know, when you working, you got multiple dogs, man, and especially you working first or thirds, you know, you ain't gonna be able to have these dogs a lot of time on a traditional eating schedule, especially if you by yourself doing it. But at the end of the day, like I say, as long as they're getting that food in them sometime during the day, and they gonna be all right. But yeah, I didn't want to make this long, man. This is a little short because usually, you know, I'd have did this in the kitchen, but hey, if I did this in the kitchen, man, I wouldn't have been there. Like I say, my kitchen ain't got a good light, man, and they would have been too crowded up. You done missed it, girl. You done missed it, acting funny acting, yo. Yeah, that's it, y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. It's pretty much over with now. Let that food digest. I'll probably come out here in probably another 20 minutes. And I messed my leg up the other day, so I ain't been taking them on no walks. But I'll probably get out here with the little homemade flirt pole I got. You know what I mean? Swing that with them for about 15, 20 minutes, man. Get them a little workout in, burn that food off. And that's one thing I like about the raw too. It doesn't. What I believe, you know what I mean, they use it more. It's a more efficient meal where, you know what I mean. After their meals, you'll notice they don't use the bathroom as much, and it's not as heavy, and the smell is not as bad. So that's one thing about the raw. I can't wait till I eventually get back to the point where pretty much they're on raw 24/7. But like I say, I ain't gonna be able to do that till I get an extra cool freezer. You know what I mean? Once I be able to get another freezer where it's directly just for the dog meat, you know what I mean, I'll be good to go then. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to where they straight raw, get my vegetables, give me a food processor, a meat grinder, and like I say, every couple of days just grinding up 5, 10, 20 pounds, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean, having it built up for a couple of days so it's not as hard. Because I ain't gonna lie, if you try with this raw on a daily and you're not meal prepping, it's gonna catch up with you, especially if you got multiple dogs like this. But that being said, man, I appreciate y'all checking us out. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Like I say, Lucky next week he starts his training, so tomorrow I got to go get his shots and have all that paperwork for him. So we're gonna get that done tomorrow. I'm actually gonna take y'all on that ride. We'll go get his shots and stuff like that and see what we run into and get up there. So that being said, I appreciate y'all checking us out. Yeah. What's up, man? You still hungry? You still hungry? Ain't got nothing there for you, man. Ain't got nothing there for you. Ain't got nothing there, man.